Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to set some digital ground rules for someone in your family, but you really didn't want to go through the hassle of installing some clunky new software? Well, today we're going to break down a super clever, software-free method to manage computer time, and we're going to do it using tools that you already have on your machine. This is going to be good.
And it all starts with a feeling that's probably familiar to a lot of us. A parent just worried about their son's screen time. It's such a modern problem, right? How do you find that balance between letting them study, letting them relax, and just, too much time staring at a screen?
The solution we're going to explore is honestly brilliant because it uses tools that are already built right into Windows. We're talking no downloads, no subscriptions, nothing. It's a really powerful two-part strategy that gives you incredibly precise control over when an account can even be used. So here's the key thing to understand. It's a two-pronged attack. Part 1 is kind of like setting the opening hours for a shop. It defines the exact time someone is allowed to log in. But Part 2 is what makes this thing foolproof. It's like the security guard who comes around at closing time and makes sure everyone leaves. One part sets the rules and the other one enforces them. Okay, so let's dive into Part 1, setting the boundaries. This is all about creating a totally separate, dedicated user account that has its own set of rules, keeping it completely isolated from your main admin account.
First things first, you'll head into Computer Management and create a new local user. For this example, we'll just call the account Son. Now the key here is to make it easy for them to use, so you want to uncheck the box that forces a password change and check the one that says the password never expires. This basically creates the little sandbox that we're about to apply all our rules to.
Now here's where the real magic happens. We're going to open up the command prompt, make sure you run it as an administrator, and use this single line of code. I know, it might look a little technical, but what's so incredible is that this one command defines the entire weekly schedule for that Son account. It's amazing.
So what did that command actually do? Well, here's the breakdown. It created two different time windows. During the week, Monday to Friday, the account can be used from 9 to 11 in the morning, and then again from 2 to 7 in the evening. On the weekends, the hours are a little more generous, 8 to 11 a.m. and then 2 to 8 p.m. Just like that, you've created a totally customized digital schedule.
But hang on a second, there's a huge loophole here, isn't there? This system is great at preventing someone from logging in outside the allowed times. But what if they log in at 6:59 p.m. and then just never log out? They could stay on the computer all night long.
And that brings us to the brilliant Part 2. This is where we slam that loophole shut with what I like to call the automated curfew. We're going to use another powerful built-in Windows tool, the Task Scheduler, to make sure that computer session ends right on time every single time. No exceptions.
So inside the Task Scheduler, you just create a new basic task. You give it a really clear name, something like shut down 11 a.m. weekends, so you know what it is. You set the trigger to go off weekly at the exact time that morning session ends. So in this case, Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. sharp. Then for the action, you tell it to start a program. And that program is the old classic, shutdown.exe. Okay, now this right here is the most important detail in this entire setup, so listen close. After you've created the task, you have to open up its properties and change a setting so that it only runs when the Son user is logged on. This is absolutely critical. It makes sure the computer won't just shut down on you if you happen to be using your own admin account when the clock strikes 11. It's a targeted shutdown only for that specific user.
So to cover that whole schedule we made, we need to create 4 of these separate shutdown tasks. You'll need one for the end of the morning slot on weekdays, another for the end of the evening slot on weekdays, and then 2 more to cover the weekend slots. Each one acts like a little digital curfew for a specific time window. All right, so with our log-on limits set and our automated curfews in place, let's see how this all works together in the real world. And, just as importantly, we'll look at how easy it is to change or completely remove these settings if you ever need to.
So this is what the user will see. If they try to log on outside of those hours you define with that command, boom, Windows stops them right at the login screen with this message. This is proof that Part 1, our fence, is working perfectly. No entry.
And what if you need to lift the restrictions? Maybe for a school holiday, or if the schedule just needs to change. It is incredibly simple. To get rid of the time limits, you just use a similar command, netuserson/times_all. That's it. And to remove the shutdowns, you just go back into the task scheduler and delete those 4 tasks you made. You have complete, easy control.
So as we wrap up here, this technique is, without a doubt, really powerful and effective. But it also kind of brings up a bigger question, doesn't it? Is this just a clever technical solution for modern parenting? A necessary tool to set some boundaries? Or does it sidestep a more important conversation about building digital trust and helping kids learn self-regulation? It's a fascinating thing to think about. What do you think?